Welcome to the Hole of Beasts. Second dungeon of the game. Alright, so starting off, we got the circular area. I'm not even gonna bother to describe the shapes of the dungeons because that would take a lot of time. Instead, we're going to just kind of scout the area around us. See what's over here. Nothing. There's usually, whenever you have dead pits like this, there's usually something at the end of it. But I guess it doesn't occur until later on in the game. We got, again, nothing right here. Trust me, this is going to be a rare occurrence later on in the game to have nothing at those dead ends. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take our purple Pikmin. And we're going to kind of scout ahead, I suppose, because there will be enemies coming up here. But this floor is mainly just guarded by sharecrows, nothing else. There's some female sharecrows, but there's also going to be a new male sharecrows. Male sharecrows are dangerous. That's these guys right here. They're purple, basically. They're kind of darkish in color. And they have real pinchers that can kill Pikmin on contact. Well, they don't really kill Pikmin instantly. They do take a few seconds, but it's best not to allow them to kill any Pikmin at all. So, with the help of a purple Pikmin, we'll see to that no Pikmin can get hurt at all. And there we go. Except I don't think that's all of them. Yeah, it's not. Still more of them. But that's really all that's on this first sub-level. Sub-level is just sharecrows. That's really all it is. So not much to worry about, and I think we got all of them. And we've also got treasure on this floor. I believe it's right here. I think it's at the... No, it's not right here. That just takes us back to the base. This is our treasure right here. You can kind of see it looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? Yeah. Well, we'll bring our red Pikmin along with us now to go get that. You know, actually, to be honest, I probably could have just brought the red Pikmin with and taken care of those sharecrows, no issue. But, you know, I just kind of... I don't know, it's just something I do. I use... You guys are going to see me use purple Pikmin a lot in this LP. You know, because, once again, purple Pikmin are the most powerful Pikmin in this game, hands down. So, they're not only that, but you can see... It says we got 19 Pikmin carrying this instead of 10, which is the actual max amount you can have carrying that treasure. But thanks to the power of one purple Pikmin, it brings it up by 10. But you guys did not need me to tell you that, did you? Okay, I'm pretty sure you didn't. So we'll just wait for them to carry that part back to the treasure back to the ship, and then we'll wait at the hole. So what we got here? Under Poco's, and it's called the Stone of Glory, but it's actually a D-pad from an old Nintendo Entertainment System controller. Yeah, pretty sweet, huh? I mean, I think at least it looks like it. Yeah, pretty sure it's it. It's pretty ancient though, like you can see kind of wear and tear on it. I don't know. Just a nice little detail that the game pays attention to. Making the treasures as detailed as possible, making them look so much like the real thing, you know. Okay, so here's another thing to keep in mind. The game saves after every single floor. Like, every floor you travel in between, the game automatically saves. This is going to be important for later on. That makes it so that you could potentially play through this entire game without losing any Pikmin at all. And the reason why is because, since the game saves after every sub-level, if you lose any Pikmin on a sub-level, you can just restart the game, and you can just reset your GameCube, or Wii, and the game will restart you back on that same sub-level. So, that's something very helpful. Anyways, on this sub-level, this is the very first rest floor of the game. Rest floors, basically, they typically have no enemies at all on them. Some do have enemies on them, though. But most of the time, they aren't that powerful or dangerous. But there will be occasionally a rest floor with enemies that can potentially kill Pikmin. But, other than that, rest floors are usually meant for just that, resting. And they usually can also contain flower pop, candy pop buds, what they're called actually, to allow you to create more purple or white Pikmin. Because, again, there's no purple or white onion in this game. Like, there literally isn't. So you have to... This is the only way you can generate purple and white Pikmin. Purple Pikmin... I accidentally said that I accidentally spoiled a different color Pikmin that I was not supposed to yet, so I apologize about that. I had to... If I censored that out, I apologize. If I didn't, then I apologize even more, because I just spoiled a future color Pikmin that I shouldn't have. But yeah. There are no purple... There's no purple onion in this game, so you can't, you know, generate purple or white Pikmin the same way you generate red, yellow, and red Pikmin. So, simple way of putting it. At any rate, that's all there really is on this floor. Is just two purple, violet candy pop buds, not bloods. Damn, I can't talk today. But in that's all there is to this floor. So we can move on to the next floor. Another cool thing is that, unlike on the surface when you first enter a hole, each time you enter a hole, to enter a new dungeon, a new sublevel of a dungeon, you don't need to have your Pikmin with you. They'll automatically come over to the hole if they're not in the ground. If they are plucked in the ground, you need to unpluck them. I mean, pluck them out of the ground, because the game's not going to take them with you if you don't do that. Alright, so sublevel 3. What do we got here? What do we got? Oh yeah, this is that sublevel. Okay, so in this sublevel, there are no enemies at all. The only thing you have to worry about on this floor is the... Let's bring all Pikmin with us. Is the, these fire geysers. They're gonna shoot fire out of the ground. And this is where we will learn that, well, more like just relearn that the red Pikmin are, you know, resistant to fire, so they can be handy for that. Purple Pikmin are not resistant to fire, so be careful about that. Really, I think purple Pikmin are the only Pikmin in the game that are not resistant to some type of elements. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's true. Okay, so we got our first treasure right here hidden behind this fire geyser. I can't quite... I think this is like a game piece or something like that you use in a board game. I can't quite remember what it is, so I apologize about that. But the next treasure that we get on this sublevel will be something that I am familiar with. But first, let's see what this is, what the game thinks it is. Strife Monolith. All right. Okay, moving on over here, we got another group of 3 fire geysers. Usually they're meant to block off like an entire area. Whenever you have 3 of these like that. But yeah, that's the cool thing about the fire geysers in this game, is they can actually you can actually destroy, like disable them. Because they do have health meters just like, you know, regular enemies do, so that's pretty cool. Same goes for all the other elements we'll be dealing with in this game. And here, our second treasure of this sublevel is a Famicom disc. Literally, from the Famicom disc system. And apparently back when these were in place, you could actually, I don't know what game this is, but you can actually erase a game off Famicom disc and replace it with another game, which is pretty damn cool. And that's pretty innovative for the Famicom's time. But for those of you who aren't aware, the Famicom is basically the Japanese version of the Nintendo Entertainment System. And it had an add-on called the Famicom Disk System. Now, Famicom is short for Family Computer System. And the game calls it a Cosmic Archive, actually. Which is pretty freaking hilarious, but I guess it makes sense because, you know, we're on different planets. Or from a different planet, I should say. But that's literally all there is to this floor, so let's move on to sublevel 4. What could we encounter there? Well, sublevel 4 is probably going to be the most dangerous floor in the sublevel. Well, actually, I guess the final one could be a little dangerous because... Spoilers, we do have a boss waiting for us, but that's going to be a typical thing in every floor, every sublevel, every dungeon we go to, pretty much. There's pretty much always going to be a final boss at the end of each sublevel, which is pretty cool. That's one of my favorite things about this game, is fighting the bosses of the holes. So. But I think here we got a, yeah, we got Red Bull Orb right here, so let's take our purple Pikmin, take care of that guy real quick. Now we got 20 purple Pikmin, but on the downside we lost some Pikmin, the red Pikmin processing. It's the only uncool thing about it. And inside that Red Bull Orb was a Game & Watch. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, it's Game & Watch. I never owned a Game & Watch myself, but I'd really like to someday, so but, you know, seeing it in the game is pretty cool. Nice little callback to the old days of Nintendo, I guess. I believe Game Watch was actually the first video game system of any kind, like whether handheld or console, that they released in North America. I could be wrong, but I believe that's it. And the game calls it Dream Architect. There's quite a few callbacks to the Nintendo's past in this dungeon. Like, first of all, we had that that NES control pad, or D-pad, or whatever you call it. And then on the last sublevel, we had a Famicom disc. And now on this sublevel, we have a Game & Watch system. And not only that, but the other treasure we get on this floor is also a callback to the old days of Nintendo. I believe it's coming up right here, actually. No, it's not over here, okay. Usually it's put right here by this violet candy pop bug, but either way we can get 5 purple Pikmin out of this. Let's do that. Alright, so get to plucking, Louie, get to it. Right away, you old boy. Thank you. This is the cool thing about having 2 captains though, seriously, like you pluck so fast. So much faster with just 2 captains, so it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Can you imagine, like, can you guys remember how much of a pain it was to, you know, to pluck multiple Pikmin at a time with just 1 captain? That was pretty annoying. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, these guys. Get your purple Pikmin whenever you encounter these guys. Because these guys, they drop a shit ton of nectar, like each one of these, and there's always 10 of them in each group of these guys. There's always 10 of them. Well, wait, no. There we go. I want to get Flocker to carry these guys back so we could nectar up the remaining Pikmin. Come on. Okay. Guess we got a lot of, There we go. Okay, so these guys, each one of them you kill, you get nectar. And also, they are an entirely new enemy. I guess they're another enemy I forgot the name of. But the Picklepedia will tell you if you don't know the names of enemies. But the thing is that these guys will come out of nowhere. They are often they will try to surprise you, and oftentimes you'll be caught off guard without your purple Pikmin to kill them instantly. But the best thing you can do is just bring your purple Pikmin around to every dead end. That's really what I've gotten into the habit of doing so up until, you know, doing this Let's Play. And just throw your purple Pikmin into that dead end, and if they come out of the ground, they're gonna die instantly, so that's basically my recommendation for dealing with them. But other than that, it's just they just come by surprise, and you almost never expect them. So just be aware of that. And other than that, we just need to find that last treasure. Also, these new things in the game, these are eggs, and oftentimes they will contain nectar, which I guess is actually supposed to be yolk, but still that has the same effect on Pikmin as nectar. But sometimes those enemies that just came out of the ground, they could be hiding inside these eggs as well. So just throw your Pikmin onto them, and if those guys are in there, they'll be killed instantly. Otherwise, it's usually just nectar inside them. So nothing too special. And here's the treasure we haven't gotten yet. This is a card from back in the day when Nintendo was a trading card, a card game company. This was way back before they even made video games. They had their own type of games. They had card games. And I can't quite remember the name of the game that this came from. But the game calls it a Luck Wafer. But as you can see, it does say Nintendo on it. So they had their own card games back in the day. And back in the 70s, I believe, in the 60s possibly. I don't quite remember for sure when they were a card making company, but I know it was before they made video games. So pretty cool stuff. But with that, that's all we have for this floor. Oh man, I'm burping. I hate that. There's also another egg here, so let's get our purples, and we will deal with that. Come on. Yeah, I guess that's the only disadvantage of purple Pikmin, is that they're really slow. But other than that, they're pretty much powerhouses. Well, that, and they also cannot, they're not resistant to any, elements, so. But that's pretty much all there is to them. So I believe that we explored pretty much all of this sub-level. So this is it, y'all. We're about to take on the final sub-level of the whole beast. And that means we'll probably be encountering a boss. And we will do that next time on Let's Play Pikmin 2. So, I will see you guys in the next episode where we'll fight the boss of Hole of Beasts. And probably get a really nice treasure for doing so, because you usually do for fighting bosses. But we'll see what that is next time. So see you guys then. Thanks for watching. Bye.